Hey guys, this is just a little bit of a channel update. Kind of get you guys up to speed on some things, some changes that are going to go on the channel. Um, Basically, as far as any new stuff that I might review, that's going to be very limited. It's not going to be non-existent, but it's going to be limited to just very specific models, and it's going to be very few of them. Maybe like one, maybe two a year for the foreseeable future. Rolling stock, and by the way, that's concerning locomotives. Rolling stock, I mean, again, maybe a couple here and there over the year, maybe like one or two a year on that side, depending on, of course, how pricing and all that stuff goes. Which that's a whole other deal that I don't want to get into here, but no doubt 99.999% of you know what I'm referring to. But now, since that part's going to be limited, there's still going to be plenty of train content. Obviously, we're working on the Fantasy Frisco locomotives project. Believe it or not, I actually was able to pick up the SD75i that I had originally planned. And by the way, that's going to kind of feed into another video I'm going to do, because Ather made a very interesting announcement. Let's see, about a week and a half ago. That's going to throw a little bit of a wrench in my little timeline for these two engines, and we'll discuss that in that video. But just on the SD75i, of course, a lot of you know I've already got the SD70M because I found it for a cheaper price. And I was going to do that, but I really wanted to try to find a Walther's mainline SD75i. I was able to get one from Walther's after doing some calculating and stuff like that. So fortunately, I was able to get that. So we got two undecorated engines we're going to be painting up in Frisco colors. That should be a fun one. And like I said, we'll concentrate on those in another video. But anyway, like I said, I'm babbling now and getting off track and losing my train of thought. But anyway, just wanted to update you as far as what kind of content to expect over the next, let's say, 2 or 3 years. Like I said, not as many locomotives and rolling stock to review. Haven't really seen anything come out that's really jumping out at me anyway on the rolling stock side. The locomotives are kind of starting to fizzle out a little bit, although, like I said, there's a couple of announcements that really piqued my interest, and like I said, one of them's we're going to talk about in another video. Yeah, I mean, it's not drying up completely. It's just that there's not going to be as much new stuff to review. Very little, as a matter of fact. Like I said, maybe one or two a year as far as the new stuff. Now, as far as the other content I'm kind of thinking about working on, I know some people have suggested this to me through the comment section. There's people that really like the retro review series of videos I do. I think we'll fire that back up again. We'll start focusing on some other locomotives. Maybe some fun Did You Know videos featuring certain locomotive types. That might be kind of fun to dig into. And freight car types also, freight and passenger car types. So that might be kind of fun to dig into. And also, if you're a fan of the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode series, you've got nothing to worry about. That series is going to continue. We'll drop another episode here in a day or two. I'm just kind of working on an intro for the next episode that's going to introduce or help introduce a new character. And if you watch Anthony Dodge's Matt Clark series, here's your hint. If you watch the Matt Clark series Anthony Dodge does, you may know what her name is. Keep in mind, you may know what her name is if you watch Anthony Dodge's, or you might can figure out what her name is if you watch his series. Because hint number 2, she is a descendant of Matt and Nancy Clark. I'm sorry, a descendant of Matt and Lil Clark. That should pretty much be a dead giveaway right there. Anyway, that aside, you got nothing to worry about. We got more fun stuff with that series going on, at least for the next couple of 3 seasons. I kind of see that going. So you have nothing to worry about there if you're a fan of that series. Yeah, and then of course, like I said, some of the projects we're going to do. If the engines are successful, I got some undecorated freight cars I've had for years that I might try to paint up to and do some cool stuff with them. So yeah, this may be the start of some fun stuff we're going to do as far as that's concerned. Like I said, retro reviews featuring older locomotives and freight cars. I'm sure a lot of you will be looking forward to that. Some that have never been on the channel before. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. You're going to be seeing some stuff you haven't seen that are old to me, but new to you. So that should be fun. But and we might do some other cool stuff besides the train stuff. You know, I have some NASCAR diecast we might take a look at just for kicks and giggles. I know people like Zoe at Zarto Eastern Productions, Corey at Train Buff Boy 47, and several of you other guys that are into the stock car racing and just the racing circles in general. We might drag out some diecast if you guys like that and take a look at some really cool diecasts. Again, a lot of that stuff I've had for many, many years that have never been on the channel. So, yeah, a lot of cool stuff we could do. Maybe some discussion videos as well, where we discuss certain topics in the model railroad community. That might be a fun one to do. Yeah, I mean, there's still going to be plenty of content on the channel. Like I said, it's just for those of you that like to see the new stuff get reviewed, you may be a little disappointed. There's not going to be there's not going to be nearly as much of that going on, but trust me, there's still going to be plenty of stuff to take a look at, plenty of cool stuff to look at to keep the channel going for a long time. So yeah, that's just it. Like I said, just going to be taking a break, or not taking a break, but cutting way down on the new stuff while I take care of some personal matters, and as well as the situation that's going on and whatnot. But like I said, well, that's for other channels to deal with. I don't want to get into that part here, but yeah, I just want to give you guys an update, let you know some of the changes that's going to be going on here. Nothing alarming. Nobody needs to worry. We'll get through it, and maybe one day we'll get back to reviewing a lot of cool new models. Maybe when everything settles down. So yeah. Until next time, everybody, keep having fun with those trains, and we'll catch you later. Bye for now.